So I was watching the NBA basketball finals last night with the Warriors and the Celtics, and it was an incredible game. I don't know if you saw it. The Warriors won at the NBA championship. Steph Curry, most MVP award. It was really something. And while I'm not a fanatical basketball fan, I do watch the finals. I'm more into motorsports and things like that. But something really interesting really came to me as I was watching the players being interviewed after they were presented with the trophy. And they were very emotional. These were grown men crying, and they were quite emotional about it. And when they asked about just how special this was, without exception, each of them said this was the most special championship. Now, any of you that are into your basketball, the Warriors, San Francisco Warriors, they have won, this was their fourth time in the last 7 years, I think, that they won the championship. And, you know, back in the day, back in 2015, 17, even into 18, they were so dominant. And it was really interesting because when they were asking them post-match last night why this was so more special, and without exception, everyone of them said because nobody expected us to win it. And we've had such a challenging 2 years with injuries and problems within the team that they were completely off the radar. Nobody expected them to get to the finals, much less to win it. And that was really interesting because way back when they were on a roll back in 2015, they were far superior. They were the team to beat. And I just thought it was really interesting that this championship last night meant more to them than any of the others that they won. And this was their fourth time to win it. And I just find that really interesting because I can actually relate to it. And I'm going to pick your brains here because I'm of the firm belief that, you know, the things that come to us easy in life, they generally come and go. You know, they don't necessarily mean the most to us. It's the things that cause us pain and causes. I'm not a believer of blood, sweat and tears, but sleepless nights and tears, yes. And in my experience of life, I have learned that the things that bring me the most satisfaction are some of the things that were the hardest things to achieve in my life. And I'm just curious if that's something, if there's a similar pattern with things in your life. Like, think back to when is the last thing you felt absolutely amazing about achieving or about bringing into your life? And was it just handed to you, or did you have to go out and get it? And did you have to work for it or study for it or whatever that was? And I just think it's a fascinating subject because, you know, as you know, I'm in the online space, have been for about a year and a half. I see some pushing through and I see, quite frankly, others not pushing through. And it's because I know 100% it's because of the pain points. Not everybody is willing to put in the work, to take the knocks, to keep pushing through, to get to those end goals. That's the reality of it. I did. I can now look back and say, was it painful? Yeah, of course it was. But was it worth it? Oh my God, of course it was worth it. I now get to live my dreams. So I'm just curious, you know, how your thoughts on that is that something you can relate to? And, you know, maybe when is the last time you really put yourself into something that maybe you didn't feel confident about and maybe made you feel uncomfortable, but you wanted it that badly that you pushed through whatever you needed to do? Because to me, that's where the magic happens. And that's what I got to witness last night with the Golden State Warriors. So anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. As always, do comment below. I always do reply back to the comments. And please subscribe, share this with your circle, and I will see you on the next video.